Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to my January weekly wrap-up number 3. So this week was the Read Your Bookshelf-a-thon. I would show you the spot that I read on my bookshelf, but my books go horizontally and I'm going to show you each book individually, so I don't feel like putting them on my shelf and then taking them off again to show you. So I'm just going to show you, and then maybe at the end of the video I'll insert a picture of the spot of my bookshelf where I started. The first book that I read for RYBSAT was Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. I read Fire and Flood directly before this last week and I really enjoyed it. A full review of Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone are already up on my channel, and I will link that in the doobly-doo if you are interested. I gave this series a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was really good. And if you did not know, this series is about a girl whose brother is deathly ill, and she gets picked to join in a race, and the winner of that race will win the cure for any disease for their loved one. So of course she enters into this race, and it's all about that, and it's really exciting because they get special animals to help them along with the race, and these animals have powers, and they're called Pandoras. It's just a super good book. I really enjoyed this, so go and check out my full review if you're interested in that. After Salt and Stone, I read The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. This book was the best book that I have read so far in 2015. It was just absolutely fantastic. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was just phenomenal. I also did a full video review and blog review of this book, and I will link both of those down below if you are interested. This is about a girl who is the goddess embodied, and basically that means that her touch is deadly, so anyone she touches dies, and it's just so interesting. I love it so much. And Melinda Salisbury, this is her debut novel ever. This is her first novel she's ever written, and I follow her on Twitter, and she's just so funny and so nice and the sweetest person ever. So definitely go check Melinda Salisbury out. She is just fantastic. Her writing style is amazing, and I loved her book so much. Like I said, best book I've read so far of 2015, 5 out of 5 stars, amazing. After The Sin Eater's Daughter, I read Seeker by Arwen L. Dayton, and I just don't know what happened with this book. Okay, so I'm coming off of The Sin Eater's Daughter, and it's fabulous. It's one of the best books I have ever read, and then I open up Seeker, and the writing style is just not there. It's just not at that par that I just came off of a book with, and it wasn't good. I did not enjoy it. I could not get attached to the characters. I couldn't get attached to the plot. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The dialogue for this was very weird. It wasn't natural. It wasn't natural dialogue. A lot of the characters in here are close family members, you know, brothers, cousins, parents and children, and then, you know, the way that you talk to a sibling or someone that you've grown up with your entire life, it's just not natural. It's not how people talk to one another that you, or your family that you've grown up with. I don't know, it just was very weird. I did a review on this on my blog, so if you're interested in that, I will link that down below as well. But I think that I'm going to give this another shot soon, because the publisher so graciously sent me a hardcover copy of Seeker. This actually comes out in a couple of weeks, and I do have to say, I will give it this, that this cover is just gorgeous. I mean, the letters are shiny and raised, and then the naked book, oh my goodness, guys, are you ready for this? It's got a sword in here, and then the spine is just beautiful. They did an amazing job on this book, guys. Like, so good. It's so pretty. I will give it that. This is a gorgeous book to have up on your shelf. And if you guys did not know as well, this is going to be made into a movie. The link with the movie information is on my blog post, so definitely go and check that out if you want to know why I just did not enjoy Seeker. But since I have a hardcover copy, I'm gonna give this a try again, probably around the time that it comes out in the next couple of weeks. Just, you know, I think I was slumping coming off of The Sin Eater's Daughter, so I'm gonna try it again. And also, since they gave me a hardcover final copy, I am going to be giving away a art copy to you guys. The giveaway is live right now. I will link that down below, so definitely go and check that out. After Seeker, I picked up Atlantia by Ali Kandi. This is about a girl who lives in a city called Atlantia under the water because her ancestors lived in a world that was polluted and was not safe to live in, and people were dying, so they went below and they built a city, and that's where some of the people went and lived. And it was just a really interesting story. I actually did not have high hopes for this book because I saw some really negative reviews. This came out back in October, and I got it as an ARC, and I didn't read it because I heard so many bad reviews about it. I think the cover's gorgeous, just absolutely freaking phenomenally pretty. It's like, just, I love this blue color that they have here. I don't know, it's just gorgeous. But when I read it, I really, really loved it. I was surprised. I enjoyed it. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. There was some problems that I had with it. I have not been able to give this a review yet, but a video review and a blog review will be coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Again, I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, and I really enjoyed it. And that is what I wanted to read for RYBSAT, guys. It was my space on my shelf about right here. And the next book after Atlantia was a book that I already read, so I just went straight into my next book, Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier. Overall, I was pretty happy with myself about reading 4 books for the RYBSAT. That's what I wanted to read. And I was able to catch up on all of my art copies that I have from publishers that I've gotten in the last couple weeks. I'm all caught up, so I was really excited about that. And like I said, right now I'm in the middle of reading Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier. I am right here. And if you did not know, Chloe from Brunette Bibliophile, Danny from The Insatiable Bookie, and I are reading this for the Once Upon a Read Along group that we have started over on Goodreads and here. And we are going to be doing a live show for this on February 7th, so stay tuned for a video with more information on that. I am really, really excited to finish reading this with you guys. I'm about halfway done, and I am loving this so much. It's a lot more thought-provoking than I thought it was going to be. There's lots of questions that I just need to figure out, and I'm just really, really enjoying this. This is about a girl, and her family is a family of time travelers, and her cousin was supposed to have this time-traveling gene, but her cousin ended up not having the time-traveling gene, and she does, and it creates all these issues, and then she's time-traveling back, and it's just, I love it so much. If you are a fan of historical fiction as well, I think you will really enjoy this because, of course, she goes back into the past. Super, super interesting book. I am loving this right now. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming to my weekly wrap-up number 3. If you enjoyed it, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!